We know what? We'll put it to bed now. We will
Right.
never bring it up again.
Hello and welcome to the Groove Junction. My name's DJ Matty and my co-host is not here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are episode 38 of the Groove Junction, and it's just me. I mean, last time I heard, John was heading up to Edinburgh to do a silent disco. He has not been seen or heard since Edinburgh. I'm slightly worried. Only joking, Johnny boy. How you doing?
All right, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. I just thought, hey, listen, little teaser there, ladies.
Yeah, little tease. I love that.
Did you actually think, oh God, am I here or am I not?
Well, I was contemplating leaving. Oh, yeah, I'll put all that effort to get in here. I might go now.
Nice.
No, how are you? You good though?
I'm all good, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Groove Junction. My name is DJ Matty F, and I'm with my co-host, my main man himself, Mr. DJ John Colley. How are you, sir? Are you doing well?
Yes,
Everything
I am.
Good.
Everything's good.
Amazing.
There we go. There we go. I mean, I don't want to beat around the bush with it. Great. I'll tell you all about it in the rundown.
Are you going to tell me all about it in the rundown?
I'm going to tell you all about it. I've got so much to tell you.
Okay, well, in that case, thank you for joining us for this episode of the Groove Junction. As always, please go and like, share, subscribe, hit those buttons, comment, do what you need to. Just let us know that you're there and you're listening. It would be much appreciated on all of our platforms. We'd love to see you, hear from you, and everything else in between. So let's get into it. Let's hit the rundown, sponsored by Pro Mobile.
The Groove Junction Rundown is sponsored by Pro Mobile magazine. The magazine that's got it all. It's a game changer. They don't just do surface level reviews, they dive deep with real practical insights. And the interviews? They feature some heavy hitters sharing seriously valuable advice. But it's not just about DJ gear. They cover everything. Marketing techniques and even the latest tech trends like AI, which is super relevant right now. Honestly, if you're serious about your DJ career, you need to check them out. And here's the best part, we've got an exclusive deal just for the Groove Junction listeners. You can subscribe right now by searching Pro Mobile Magazine and hitting the subscribe button. Just use our special code GroovePMSUB for a 25% discount on your first year's subscription, which is 6 magazines delivered to your door. That's Pro Mobile Magazine. Don't miss out.
Thank you, Pro Mobile, once again. This is the rundown, and Johnny boy, what have you been doing?
Can I say, been busy weekend?
Have you?
I've been a busy weekend, and I actually felt like quite special, actually, as it goes. Jumping, yeah, I did. I felt special. So I jumped on a plane up to Edinburgh.
Yes.
And did a silent disco up there. Do 2 sessions, and then had a couple of hours kit, and jumped on a plane, come back.
I tell you what, this is how the rock and roll lifestyle of a DJ is.
You know what, right? I was really excited. I get excited for all the silent discos, so I absolutely love doing them, right? And I know that the people that are on the UK tour feel exactly the same, right? But this one was like, this is like my furthest ever gig I've done, right? So I've gone out with me little Flex 4.
Nice. Oh, you took the Pioneer Flex 4 on the plane, did you?
Yep, took that on the plane, and because I was only staying for the night, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, aftershave, clean underwear. That's it. That's all I needed. One little backpack. That was it. That's all I took. All right.
No.
Got my laptop, got my controller, got my headphones. Bosh, there we go, done. So gets to the airport. Now you go Matty's Cabs gave me a lift.
Matt's Cabs
gave me a lift. So dropped me off, and then it was just a case of sitting there and waiting for like 2 hours, like for my plane.
I like that.
People watching.
Yeah, I love it.
Love people watching. It does amaze me how many people fall asleep.
What, at an airplane?
Because you must be. Yeah, I'll be sitting there thinking, what if I miss my plane?
But you didn't fall asleep though, did you?
I didn't fall asleep. No, I wasn't there long enough. No, I had a lovely cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Well, I literally watched the world go by.
I do like sitting in airports, to be honest. My wife, well, she thinks that I'm absolute lunatic. So I'm like, yeah, we need to get to the airport. Come on, kids, get in the car. Let's go. We need to get there. And we get there, and we're like there for like a good few hours. Might hit the lounge, do a bit of shopping, all that sort. I'm like lapping it up. She's like, she wants to arrive, get through security. We're boarding. Here we go. Come on in. And then literally we walk on the plane as they're closing the door. That's her ideal of like the time element to it. Me, I want to soak it all up.
Yeah. It's well, the thing is, I suppose if I was with someone, it'd be different. But I was on my own, so it was pretty boring. And I was kind of conscious, like I,
I was on my own. I was bored.
I was bored. Well, no, well, that's how I was bored. I'd made sure that I downloaded the last 2 episodes of the Groove Junction, so I had something to listen to because I knew that I wasn't going to get a signal on the plane. So I had a little listen, and yeah, no, it was really good. But it's like you do all that waiting, you get on the plane, they do all that safety stuff.
Obviously, they need to do the safety stuff.
Yeah,
John.
they've got to do the safety stuff. Yeah, so they did all that. And then they went, "Oh, do you want a cup of coffee?" I said, "Do you know what? I'll have a cup of coffee." And then as soon as they give me a cup of coffee, the captain gets on the old mic. He goes, "Cabin crew, prepare for landing." I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I just got me coffee. It was literally, was up and we was down. That quick.
Oh.
It was good. It was good though. It was really good. Yeah. And then I walked.
That was Edinburgh.
That was Edinburgh. And then I flew back Saturday morning. I had one of the first planes out of Edinburgh back to Luton. Matt's cabs picked me up again.
Did you?
Which was nice of him. And then back to Chelmsford for a 40th birthday, which actually turned into an engagement party. He popped the question. He got down on bended knee and asked her to marry. They've been together for quite a while. They've got a couple of kids and all of that. And so it turned into an engagement party, which was lovely because she had no idea. No idea. So I went from my furthest ever gig to one of the closest gigs that I do for my house in 24 hours.
Love that.
Pretty mental. But yeah, so that was pretty much my weekend, really, if I'm honest. By yourself?
Nothing on the Friday because I sent you to Edinburgh for me. It's very kind. Thank you, sir.
You know.
And I had a 14th birthday party on Saturday. Nice and simple, couple of hours, no issues. I took my eldest, Bradley. He came along as my assistant.
Lovely.
Helped me set up because I was rocking my brand new tea booth.
Tea booth?
Whatever they call them, standalone booths.
Oh, like the control centre thing?
Yeah, the control centre
Yeah.
from Icon Booths. I'll give them a plug. So yes, I was rocking that for the first time. So that was all good. Yeah, setup looked good. Nice little party. I took too much stuff to be honest for a 14th birthday party, but I don't care. If I'm honest, you never know who's going to be there watching and may want to book you. So
There's
I'm like,
always people watching.
I'm taking lock, stock, and all the barrels.
Mate, absolutely. You even took your boy with you as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're proper throwing it out there, man.
Yeah. So no, it was all good. Nice little gig. Repeat customer, as always, which is always good.
Nice.
Yes. So
when you have a repeat customer, do you try and do something different? Like maybe take something a little bit extra that they haven't seen in a previous party, or are you kind of like pretty much the same all the time? Because you just said you took too much gear.
Yeah, I mean, you lent me your lovely Ape Labs neon sticks, which was very kind of you, just for me to have a bit of a test run with. So I had those. Obviously the new desk as well. Took the AZ with me, so I took pretty much what I would be taking for a normal long night party type thing. But yeah. I've got no real issue with taking all of the stuff, to be honest.
And you fit it all in your car.
Got it all in the car. It was tight, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. But yeah, it was all good. So that was my weekend, really. So not really anything else to write home about. I did a fair bit of admin, to be fair, this weekend, and I say admin from a paperwork point of view, and also from the silent disco stuff, because we're getting ready to organise the second leg of the Australia/New Zealand tour.
Right. Okay.
Later on, in a couple of months' time, that sort of starts to kick in. So sorting that out with DJs down under, with the boss, and also trying to sort of square away all the UK DJs a little bit, and trying to plan ahead with some future shows that we got coming up. But yeah, that was
good stuff.
That was my weekend. Yeah, sorting that out. But yeah, that's the rundown, man. Thank you for Pro Mobile for sponsoring the rundown.
Thank you, Pro Mobile.
So let's get into it. Now, I want to just recap very quickly on last week. So last week, we were talking about promotion and promoting ourselves when we're at our gigs. You talked about pulling out a roller banner and having all your details on the roller banner, easy for people to come up and snap the photographs. I was I'm thinking about getting these like plates.
Yep.
That people can then just scan with their phones and away they go. And we asked people to comment about it, and we got some comments.
We did get
Yeah.
some comments, and I'll be honest. I did a little bit more digging on your plates as well this week.
Yeah. Well, before we get into, I just want to firstly say I'm going to have to eat a little bit of humble pie because it seems that the roller banner is definitely out there. It's definitely doing the trick. Yeah. All right. Okay. See, look at him. He can't even contain his, oh yeah, I got a roller banner. Yeah, but I got, yeah, look at him. He's all over this.
Mate, I need a little trophy or something.
Well, they give trophies away for anything these days. Yeah. So, I was surprised, if I'm totally honest with you. I'm surprised the amount of people that use them. But yeah, so I just want to say you're right, John.
Mate, record that. Send it to me.
It's
Okay.
recorded.
Send me the audio of that as well.
38, John.
Mate, I need it. I'm keeping that.
Okay. You are right, John.
Yeah. No, I don't really know what to say. The banner thing, it's kind of an inexpensive and it's very quick to set up as well. And people do use them, clearly.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. So, but there is other things out there as well. So
yeah, well, I mean, we had a number of people that made comments to and on other pages and direct to us. I just want to shout out Gary. Gary made some wonderful comments. Gary on our YouTube page as well. Yeah. Big shout out to Gary for his contribution on the YouTube side of things.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know what else to say other than, John, I'm sorry.
It's all right, mate. You know what? We know what. We'll put it to bed now. We will never bring it up again. We will never, ever bring it up again, all right?
The thing about it is...
I promise you, we'll never bring it up again.
The thing about it is, right, I'm actually contemplating getting one now because I've got potentially a couple of, Christmas things to promote myself at that I've been approached about. So I'm thinking, do I get one? Because everyone's saying that they're using them, so I don't want to be left out.
I mean, they're like we said, Jess, I don't want to go over to too much over it, but as we said last week, there are people out there that are not comfortable with approaching a DJ, a stranger, and it's quite easy for them to just take a picture, It's just another form of advertising.
Yeah,
you got your business card, you got your band. So yeah, whatever works for you.
I think it's more about making sure that you are using it at the right time and at the right place. I think it's probably more to the point. You'd never use it at a wedding. You'd never do that. Obviously, if you're doing wedding fairs and other bits and pieces like that, and obviously the kids' party side of things. But, we also had comment about at kids' parties, a lot of parents drop and go. So I'm going to see the roller banner. So there's pluses and there's
You're right. I mean, some parents, it depends what age party you do. I mean, the younger ones, the parents tend to stay there, but the older parties, you're right, they drop and go, come back in a couple of hours. So yeah, I get that. But yeah, I did do a little bit more digging into the Google plates. I think I was looking at.
Tell me. Talk to me. Talk to us. Tell the people.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I watched a YouTube video on it, and it is very much a case of with a roller banner. If you want to take a picture, you got that. You got to open your camera, you got to point, and you got to shoot. But with these plates, all you literally do is it's like RFDI. So you just place your phone on there, and then it pings through, and you get a little icon at the top. That is it. So you don't even have to open your camera with the plates. My only thing with the plates, whereas a roller banner is stood upright, a plate would be laying down. How is the customer going to know that there is a plate there for them to use? Or would you stick it on a surface or something? What would you do?
Now that I have the open booth controller station thingy that I've got, it's all on its show. So there isn't an issue with that. I think if you've got a Mark II booth or a combi booth, that's hidden.
Well, I agree. You're having your open booth, but if someone was halfway down the room, they wouldn't be able to see that plate because the plate, I'm guessing, is laying flat on the
surface.
So, can you buy like a little stand for it to stand up?
Yeah, you probably buy
like that,
like with business cards that you can put on a stand.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if you're going down that road, I wouldn't do it.
You want it nice and flat.
Yeah.
Because they do look very good, and you can put all your information on it.
Exactly. But once again, we're talking about
we're going down. But yeah, you're right.
That last week. But no, it's a good point. I just wanted to bring it up because we had a number of comments about it, and thank you to the people that had commented about it. We love to hear and see those comments fly in. It's great to get that little notification ping at all times of night. Trust me, I need to turn the notification off because
You need to do that. You need to do that.
wind us up at night time when it starts pinging.
I don't get the notifications because I'm not privy to the account details.
Well, there's a reason why that is.
Okay. You got to share the reason. What's the reason?
Listen,
Just don't trust me.
yeah,
That's good enough reason.
loose lips sink ships, if I remember rightly. Just saying. Just keeping a tight circle in relation to the login details.
Blimey.
Me.
Two of us.
It's me. Lovely. Thanks, Gary, for your comments.
Yeah, thank you, Gary.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to roll back onto. However, we did start, and we said we'd talk about it this week, and I'm sort of bringing it forward slightly, considering our little chat that we had off air. Music. Now, we did say we would talk about music. We've had a few people contact us actually about music, whether it's streaming, where to find music, playing the right music, all that sort of stuff. So start us off, John. What do you want to talk about the music side of things?
Well, if I'm honest, Matty, I mean, talking about music, we could be here for days.
Well, we could.
9 times out of 10, you would have spoken to your customer to get a vibe roughly of what sort of music they want.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's half the battle straight away, because they might turn around and say, look, do not play any rock indie music because I don't like it. Do not play any 70s music because I don't like that. So there's 2 genres straight away you've dropped. And so I think when it comes to, like, are we talking about playing music at events? Is that what we're talking about?
Let's start with that. Let's talk about, you've been booked for an event. You don't know much about the event other than you've been booked. You haven't got much detail. Where do you go in relation to the start point of this?
Okay, so the first thing I'll do is I'll go and talk to the customer and say, look, you haven't sent me a playlist or anything. Is there anything in particular you want? Blah, blah, blah. Try and get a feel of it. And if they give it anything will do, just keep it family friendly or whatever, then I know that I'm going to be quite safe with pretty much if you call it a standard wedding playlist. Okay. Yeah, which is a bit of everything: 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, dance, R&B, everything. So you know it. But then that's only half of the battle, in my opinion.
Okay.
The other bit is where your DJing skill comes in, but that's when you're reading the room.
Okay, explain to me reading the room for our new DJs on the pod.
So we've all had parties, and you will get parties where nobody dances, right? They're just not a dancey crowd. So one of the things to do is have a look around the room. Are there people sitting at the tables? Are they tapping their foot? Are they bopping in their chair, right? If they're doing that, you know that what you're playing, they're liking. They're just not dancers, okay? Yeah. But then if you've got a full dance floor and you're playing like a 70s or track or whatever, you're playing Diana Ross and the dance floor's like bang. And then you put on, you think, I'll slide into the 80s, you put on a bit of Luther or whatever, and the dance floor empties. Your next song should be back into the 70s, right? Try and pull them back in, right? Because obviously they don't like that particular song, or they're happy with the 70s. Yeah. And you've got to look at your dance. No good looking at your controller and your laptop and your controller and your phone. No good. That's not where the party's at. The party's out on the dance floor. So it's important to read the room. And if people come up and ask requests, again, like we said just last week, be polite. If you've got it, say, yeah, I can do that for you. I will play it. I just can't play it now, right? Because if you're doing 70s and they've asked for like Bon Jovi and it's 7:30 in the evening, Bon Jovi is like one of the crescendo songs that you use at the end of the night, isn't it? You don't want to be doing that at 7:30. So you kind of say to you get your music request and say to them, use the mic, get on the mic, say, lady, if you want a song played, come up and see me. Yeah, as long as like your customer is happy for requests to be taken, because there are some places that like definitely I don't want anybody else's songs, just mine. Yeah, I've had that. So that would be sort of like where I would probably start with like a gig.
Just to summarise on that, so it's all about obviously playing something, reading the room, seeing who is engaged with what you're doing, and start to plan 2, 3, 4 songs ahead.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's how I would do it, in the sense of where you're going, with the direction you're going, with the people that you've got on the dance floor. And if things do change, then you can rely going back swing to where you were or moving into a different genre. So reading the room is really important. It's definitely something for any new DJ that's on or coming into it, you will pick up over time. It's something that I don't think you immediately get. But
No,
it's a case of one, knowing your music that you have in your library and adapting that to the crowd that you have in front of you.
I think when you say one of the things, just jumping in there, you say knowing your music. Now, there are certain tracks out there that have got swearing in them. You don't want to be doing them songs at a wedding, at a family event that's got swearing in.
No.
Because someone will pick up on it, someone will hear it, and that could be the fact that they won't book you again because you've got swearing. Listen to your music so you know what that song is.
It's a really good point, really good valid point. And I know a lot of the streaming platforms or even the download platforms will have an indication of explicit or non-explicit in the sense of the searching that you're looking for. So you can filter all of that out anyway. But yeah, just make sure you are conscious to the environment that you're in and obviously the customers in front of you or what they want as well. But make sure it's obviously in line with everything. I think reaching out to a client, and you may even find it that clients will go, listen, you know what you're doing. Like, play what you want. I haven't got time to give you a playlist or whatever. Just read it as you see. And I think that's then becomes a little bit quite difficult for some DJs in the sense of, now there's a bit of pressure on me as the DJ to actually then go, right, how am I going to start this? Where am I going to go? And once again, that's all about reading the room.
Yeah, it's all about reading the room. Definitely.
But it comes with time, and there's no real fix. There's no magic button to it for you to go, oh yeah, I now know what it's all about. It's purely each event will be completely different to the next one, but it's just making sure you're adaptable to that change and also open to that change. If you're somebody who loves hard techno and that's your thing, and you've been signed to or you've been booked to do something that's very multi-genre, don't feel that because that's what you were in that they're going to love that.
Yeah, I mean, going back to a wedding that I done last year, the last hour was just drum and bass. Now, I don't like drum and bass, right? I know the DJ out there absolutely love it. I'm not a lover of drum and bass. I don't know drum and bass. So knowing that they wanted an hour's worth of drum and bass, I went out and I researched a little bit of drum and bass. What are the big kicking tunes? What are the ones? Right. And I listened to them before the wedding. Even though I don't like that particular genre, I made sure that I sat there and listened to it. So I knew what was coming.
Good advice.
So, and I think, are we going to chat about the streaming stuff very quickly?
We might as well
because
as we're in it.
One of the things, I mean, there's so many different platforms. I mean, I'm a Tidal user. There's Beat Source.
Yep.
There's Apple Music. There's Amazon Music. These are all streaming services where you'll need to pay a subscription for. Now, you can buy individual tracks from Apple and Amazon and other DJ pools like Master Mix, DMC Download, and all of that. You could do that. My advice to people: do not rip YouTube.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it, right? And I did a video on this a couple of years ago, right? If you're going out and doing an event, for argument's sake, we'll say it's 500 quid, and then you want one song, which is 99p, right? And you would rather rip it off of YouTube. Come on, you buy it. It's £1. Yeah, buy your music. You can't get into any trouble that way. These subscriptions, they're only, £15-20 a month. If you can afford it, great. If you can't afford it, then look at the other DJ pools. There are DMC, Master Mix, mashup.co.uk. There's a few out there where you could buy just individual tracks, download it, and it's yours. You don't have to stream it. So
and I think also as well as talking about streaming and record pools, if you are in a network of people, there may be an opportunity where if someone has purchased MP3s, that you are in a position to share those amongst people. I think I did a TikTok on this a while ago, actually, with people going, should we be sharing music? And it was fairly split down the middle in relation to people going, yeah, I'm happy to share some of the music. I'm not talking about producers or people that are creating music and want to get it out there. I'm talking about, oh yeah, I've got Come On Ali. Do you want it? You can have that. You haven't got that song, I can give you that song. It's more so of that happening within the DJ community. Now, like I said, I did something on TikTok and I asked the question, and it was fairly straight down the middle of some people going, "No, if you want music, you go and get it yourself. I'm not giving you any. I wouldn't give any DJs any of my music that I've gone out, put my hand in my pocket, paid for, subscribed for, all of that to then hand it over to somebody else." And then other people are like going, "Listen, one love, everyone. Yeah, we're all part of the same team. Yeah, let's, yeah, I'm be happy to give people music. So if you are lucky and you've got a good little network around you where you can do that, then I would suggest, get on board with it and help each other out from that point of view.
I mean, your music collection will grow if you're just joining, like just starting to be a DJ. Your music collection will grow very, very quickly as you the more you go on, because people will come up to you and say, "Have you got this?" You go, "No, I haven't got it." So you make a note of it and then go home and you buy it and you download it, so you got it for next time. The amount of times I do that. Literally, if I go to a gig and they're like, someone say, "Have you got this?" I go, "No, I ain't got it," but I'll play it via Tidal. So I have got it technically. I'll stream it down. I will make sure I'll take a picture of that, like that track, and I'll get right. And they download that, so I've got a copy of that now. Don't go out there. I mean, I know certain master mix DJ, they've got like different crates. They've got something like 100 different crates of different like reggae, Latin, swing. They've got loads of that sort of stuff. They're good additions to have in your libraries, just in case. Someone might say, "Oh, can you play some jazz music?" And give it. I ain't got no jazz music.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah. I did last Christmas, straight on the master mix, just downloads a jazz album.
Well, it's like what you said last week. Somebody asked for Spider-Man by
Michael Bublé. Mate, no, who knew? Who knew? Yeah.
Who knew? And also, who knew that you had it? Well, Tidal had it.
Tidal had it. I'd never even heard of it. I didn't even think. But there you go. So yeah, I mean, music, Matty. We could
talk forever about it.
Forever. I think.
The only advice I would say is obviously know your music, listen to it constantly, have a good understanding of your genres, put them in decades if you want, put them into genres if you want. However you sort your music out personally is a personal preference to you in the sense of how quickly you can find it when you are working on an event or a show or a party. So yeah, just know what you've got and understand what the event is that you're doing for that music.
I think also as well, very quickly before we move on, I think it's important to keep on top of what new music is out there as well. Especially if you're doing like birthday parties or weddings, they will want to hear like the latest tracks. So you want to be looking at the Spotify download list. You want to be looking at the iTunes download list, the Sunday charts that I think Radio 1 still do. Have a look at these, see what the new tracks are coming out, what they are. Because we've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We've got so many songs coming over from America. We have no idea, but the kids, they're loving it.
But to be honest, a song that's viral on a social media platform is not the be-all and end-all.
It's not. No, it's not.
And to be honest, they're not actually... All it is a few seconds snippet of a song, which actually that song is going to be rubbish anyway.
9 times out of 10, yeah, to be fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, we've talked long and hard, and obviously we can keep talking about music till the cows come home, till the DJs come home. But let's stop. John, I need a drink, so
mate, let's do
I will see you
after the break.
Welcome back, John. I've got my drink.
I came back. I've got my drink. I've got like this new healthy water. I'm on a diet. Actually, Matty, I do need to talk to you about something.
Here we go.
Well, I'm thinking I've thought long and hard, right? Yeah. And obviously, with the Silent Discos, we've got the Boom Group, there's the production group. I'm thinking of suing them.
Well, hold on a minute. This is breaking news.
Yeah. They're bad news. They're bad news. They're no good for me. They're no good for me.
They're no good for you.
They're not. Before I got onto the Silent Discos, I'd never had a Nando's.
That's very true.
Right, never had a Nando's. I was up in Edinburgh the other day, right, with the Boom Group. They said, "Come on, let's go and get a bite to eat." Okay. Never before have I ever had a burrito, but I have now. Right.
God.
Honestly, the reason I put on so much weight in the last 2 years is because of Boom Group.
So you're going to Nando's and having a burrito. Oh. That's the reason.
Well, yeah. I'm going to blame them.
That's the reason.
Yeah. That's the reason.
Because you've never had a Nando's before or a burrito.
No. And I won't lie.
You're saying that because you're now putting on weight.
Yeah. To be fair, I have started my diet and I'm doing really well.
Okay. I'm just going to I'm just going to refer everyone to one of my most recent reels on at DJ Matty F Instagram page, where I went to John's lockup to collect a mirror ball for my event, to which I was found and uncovered an absolute. Well, I was expecting DJ equipment, but when I opened the crate door to the lockup, all I found was boxes of Haribos. Not just one box; there was hundreds of boxes.
Yeah, there's quite a few there.
Yeah, so let's not start throwing blame at other people, John. Let's look at yourself a little bit more and a little bit more detail.
I'll tell you something. I love Nando's and love burritos now. I really love
and
them.
Haribo as well, by the looks of things.
Haribo as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's crack on. Come on.
Listen, so we talked about this a few weeks ago now, because WolfMix made quite a large announcement that they have updated or in the process of updating their software. It was due to launch in around about March time, beginning of March. They have had a bit of a stumbling blocks from it, but I am coming to you as you are one of the UK, and there's only a few, you are one of the UK's WolfMix ambassadors.
Yeah.
You've got some news.
I have, and
Tell the listeners exactly. So if you've got a WolfMix, you're going to need to listen to this.
You are going to need to listen to this. So
this is going to be hot.
WolfMix have been saying, as Matty said, like since the beginning of March, we got a brand new update called Double Trouble. It's coming out. Right, they're going to do that, and we've been waiting. And I was talking to WolfMix at the Pro Mobile retreat, and one of the reasons why it is taking so long is because there's only one guy programming it. All right, and developing it. There's only one guy.
You have said that before on the pod.
Have I? Right. Just in case I hadn't, but just in case so everybody knows. So this is why it's taken quite a while. Now, I am privileged to be able to have a copy of the new firmware download where I've updated my WolfMix with the new system, and I'm going to be trialing it for WolfMix.
Tell us, John, what's it like? Tell me now. I've got WolfMix. I need to know what's going on.
I can tell you now, if you are not DMX savvy, WolfMix have now created 84 pages of presets for you.
What?
Yeah. Oh, well, I say there's 40. There's basically there's different color scenes, there's different move scenes, there's different action scenes. They're all different pages. There's like so much.
So just to go back then. So anyone who's got a WolfMix, when you get the WolfMix, it's completely empty. You've got basically put in all of your lights, basically align those lights and their DMX codes and add that into the WolfMix. And then from there, you then create everything. So what you're saying is version 2, if I got my WolfMix with version 2 on it, plugged it all in, put my lights in, you're telling me everything is there and I don't have to do anything? No,
basically what it is, there's an AI generator, and the AI generator will look at all the lights that you've got put into your WolfMix, and it will make a show with those lights.
So it will do it. So it will go work out what lights you've got, and then it will basically create 4 pages of mixes for you.
So there's 4 pages already in there, but within the 4 pages is you've got different moves. So 1 page of different moves, 1 page of different beam effects, 1 page of color effects, and beam, move, color, and so there's basically there is 4 pages. So you can have one move that you like, and you think, oh no, I want that in green. So you go to the next color, and it picks out all the green colors that within your lights, and it does it as well. Okay.
Do you think it's easier to use than, i.e., the current version that everyone else is working off?
Do I think? Yeah, I've breezed it so far.
Really?
I've only, to be fair, I haven't set up that many. Obviously, I was away at the weekend, so I haven't managed to put as many lights on there as what I would be using at a gig. But I can tell you that it is very, very easy. Can't give away too much yet. I really can't. Well, I can't give away too much because, I will get into trouble and lose my title. But what I can say to you is that lose my title. Lose my title. But what I can tell you is that there are a number of different features that are going to make using the WolfMix. If you want to go to and program your own stuff, there is different features now that you can use that you couldn't before. One of them, which is quite common knowledge out there, is like there's 2 move engines now. So whereas before, if you wanted the lights to do a circle, all your lights would do a circle. All of them. Didn't matter what they were. They all do a circle.
Any
Now,
moving head would
any
do.
moving head, sorry, yeah,
do
any
that
moving
route.
head would do a circle. Now, what they've got is they've got a split engine in there, if you like, where you can have 2 lights going round and round in circle, and you can have another 2 lights going up and down. I can't do that all at the same time. I can't do it.
Keep those 2 fingers down, John.
Yeah.
But you could do that. I'm going to get my 2 fingers up. You could do that with the moving heads anyway. You could have one going in one direction and one going in the other direction, like invert.
Yes, you could do that with inverting. Yeah, you could
the
do that.
element to it.
But if you, because the WolfMix is presets, basically,
Yeah.
you could only have one preset running at a time.
Okay.
So, but basically, what they've done is they've made it so that you can pretty much have 2 presets running at a time now. So you can literally split a preset now into 2.
Okay.
So you got 2 different things on there.
Okay, so that's all the presets then. So talk to me about live edits on
Right,
the
so
WolfMix.
to be fair, there's no real change to live edits. All I can tell you is that the live edits now, instead of having 2 pages of live edits, they've doubled it, so you've got 4.
Oh, okay.
You know,
That's a lot. I don't think. God.
you know what?
Unless you've got a lot of lights.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of lights, but I don't use a lot of lights at a gig. You know, the thing is that with the WolfMix now, they've got this dual engine, like a pattern sequence thing in there now. You're probably not going to use that many live edits. So probably 4 pages. You probably won't even
Because
need
you're
them.
going to rely on that AI feature in it. That
You
have
are.
got
I mean,
loads of different...
you don't have to use the AI. You don't have to use that at all if you don't want to.
Okay.
You know, but it is there.
It sounds like, why wouldn't you? Considering that's the probably the biggest side of it, is that it's creating all of these.
Oh, it's creating it all for you. And there is certain presets that they've done in there where you just look at it, you just think, oh my god, that is amazing. That would look so good when I'm playing Insomnia or whatever. You know what I mean? You just think, yeah, you know. So they've done. He's done a lot of work on it. He really has. And it's very easy
You're
to use.
being really cagey about your answers.
Yeah, I have got to be careful because obviously it's not out for general release yet.
No.
You know,
You're being very cagey in what you're telling our listeners.
yeah, I literally, if I'm honest, I'm telling you what's already out in the public domain already. To be fair, but just putting my own voice over the top of it.
I'm trying to push you for
Yeah,
some information.
but the thing is with it is because it's not ready for public release yet. What they've done is there's myself and there's a few other people that are trialing it, going out to gigs with it, trying it, using it, and we're fully giving a full comprehensive feedback to the developer to say, look, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. I mean, I've already found 2 things that I'm like, I'm not happy about that.
Okay.
Maybe we should look at something like this, you know. So the feedback that we're giving, it's a bit like when you're on the beta program of an Apple upgrade, you know, and you tried it before everybody else, then you feedback and this and that. But with it, this is so long in the waiting for this update.
Yeah.
The developer, he wants it rock solid by summer. He wants it rock solid. He wants to be able to go in summer, go release, bosh. None of these, you got to update.
Is that the timeline you're telling us this summer?
He would like it rock solid by summer. That's what I'm saying to you. He would like it rock solid by summer, ready for the summer season.
Tell the listeners when you've got to supply your feedback back to WolfMix.
As and when I use it, there is no deadline date for me to submit my feedback.
All right.
But I have already sent him back some feedback with things that I've found just where I've been thinking about at home.
I am massively envious, to be honest with you, because I'm like, I think anyone that's got the WolfMix, and whether you've got the Mark 1 or the Mark 2 version of it, everyone's going to be in a position to update this new update.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Free.
And I think people are like, come on, where is it? But everyone, the ambassadors amongst us, and I'm talking about John and probably 5 other people have got it.
Yeah. And the thing is, I mean, the reason I'm being cagey with some of the answers is because that
you don't want to get sued.
Well, yeah, basically there is that, but the guy spent so much time developing it. He doesn't want it to be released and then in a week's time give it, I've had to reprogram this. You now need to, or whatever. You know, he really does not want that. He wants it to be rock solid.
Yeah, but I think ultimately with anything like this with updates and software, I think you're always going to find a case where over a period of time you're going to continue to find bugs. You're going to it's never going to be a sell.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 100% straight away, but I mean, yeah, I'm very excited to use it at my first gig, and I'm very excited for it to be released because it is long waited for.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so
Well,
yeah,
listen, John, you're the man in the know in relation to WolfMix. So,
or one of them. I'm all, one
well,
of
not
them.
all, well, you are one of a very small number. You're in the circle.
I'm in
You're
the circle.
This is why I don't give you like my login details. This is the reason.
Why?
This is the reason. Because, like, you are so tight-lipped right now, and I know it sort of goes against everything I'm saying. Because if you're so tight-lipped, I should give you it. But the problem is, at some point, John, if I give you enough Jack Daniels, John, you will break. You will tell me everything, and then I will just tell our entire audience.
I can drink a lot of Jack Daniels, to be fair.
Yeah, all 28 countries that are listening to us are going to know about the WolfMix. They're going to know. They're going to know the details. But
Okay.
we look forward to getting the update. And
Yeah.
thank you for letting us know what's going on with the WolfMix, John.
The wait is soon to be over. That's the exciting part about all of it.
Brilliant. Great.
So there you go. And it's quite nice actually because I get quite a few people ringing me up and asking me to help them set up their WolfMix or whatever, and I quite like that. I do like that. I think I said it before. I'm gonna start doing a new WolfMix channel YouTube thing.
About bloody time.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you are an ambassador.
Yeah, I
don't know how you got that title.
You know what? It's just time. I mean, we had a conversation off air earlier on today. I mean, my video editing skills are just not up to scratch.
Well, yeah, we had that conversation we had yesterday. That wasn't today. It was yesterday. And yes,
was it yesterday? Okay,
yeah, well, you need to brush up on that.
I need to work on that.
Listen, we'll do something. Great. John, just before we finish and we talk, in fact, let's talk about what we got coming up. John, what you got coming up this weekend?
You know what? Nothing.
Nothing.
I have nothing this weekend at all.
Nada.
Nothing.
Okay. Lovely stuff. Great. That's you done.
Yeah. What about you?
Nothing.
Nothing either. What, you as well?
Nothing.
None.
Yeah. No, I planned it actually. Bank holiday weekend. Nothing in.
Is it bank holiday weekend?
Yeah. Bank holiday weekend.
Whoop.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll just break that news to everyone. Yeah, bank holiday weekend this weekend here in the UK. So yeah, I've got it off. There's been I've let the garden slide. If I'm totally honest with you, I've got to sort that out. But I mean, I'm on strict instructions. But we've got two silent disco gigs this weekend. We've got one down in Plymouth. On Saturday, and we've got one up in Selby on Saturday as well. So you could not be any further apart
from each other, aren't they?
Yeah. They are a lot of miles apart. So yeah, I'm just making sure the DJs are sorted for that. But that's pretty much this weekend, mate.
So is it worth coming around just for a barbecue?
No, I'm too busy.
What, cutting grass?
And other stuff.
Mate, I cut the grass today, right?
Yeah, but you've seen the size of my paddock.
Mate, it takes me too long to drive down your driveway.
Well,
it's like about half a mile long.
Yeah, okay.
And he's got to sit on lawnmower. That's why I want to go around.
Oh, stop it. John, stop now. I don't know where to go. Yes, we need to finish. Right, everyone, thank you for listening to the Groove Junction. But before we go, I have some exciting news. The problem is, once again, John doesn't even know. I'm just going to put it out. John doesn't even know. But there is some exciting news coming that I am hoping, and I'm just waiting to be given the nod, but I'm hoping next week we are going to be in position to announce something very, very big for the DJ world. The DJ world. All right. So stand by your beds, everybody. There is news coming. That's all I can say. And I'm getting
You're not even going to tell me.
I'm getting really nervous about it because I'm like, I can't even tell John. But yes,
that's a different level, that is, mate.
Different level. Big news coming. So keep posted on the Groove Junction. Fingers crossed I get the green light to announce next week. I'll keep you updated, everyone. But big news coming. Big news coming in the world of DJ community. So
big. I don't even know what it is.
Exactly. Once again, this goes back to loose lips, sink ships, John. I can't tell you. Because I know under pressure with the WolfMix, I'm breaking you. I am breaking you. So I can't mention it. But, fingers crossed, I will definitely have
It's the Groove Junction goodie.
It's coming your way, everybody.
We haven't had one of them for a while now.
We haven't had one of those, but it's going to be a great one. John, it's been a pleasure as always.
Always.
Pleasure is always mine to share the airwaves with you. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. We are the Groove Junction. We are here every Friday on all of your podcast providers. We're also on YouTube as well. So please go and subscribe, hit the like buttons, comment. We love to hear the comments. We love to talk about it. Me and John talk about them. And more so for this week in particular, John likes to rip me the fact that everyone's on board with his banners rather than my plate idea. But there you go. It is what it is. I ate humble pie, and I'm happy to concede on this occasion that John was right. That's it. Draw the line under it. It's done. It's over. Thanks for joining us this week. We will see you same time, same place next week on the Groove Junction. John, good night.
Matty, be safe, be lucky.